Welcome to Cooking with Logan, everyone. My name's Logan, and today we're doing a holiday spin on the classic Rice Krispie treat. We're going to be making little trees that, if you have green food dye, we can dye green. And if you've ever wanted to eat a Christmas ornament, this is kind of the best way to do it. Other than the large saucepan we have over there, you're going to need a sort of 13 by 9-ish size thing to shape your Rice Krispie in. You're gonna need butter for greasing. You're gonna need some Smarties or M&Ms. If you have green food dye, go for it. You're going to need about 2/3 of a 400-gram bag of marshmallows. However you want to interpret that. It sort of looks like this amount here. You're gonna need 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and 6 cups of Rice Krispies. First, we're gonna take our butter for greasing and we're gonna grease our pan. So the way I like to grease is I like to take a whole stick of butter and I like to literally just rub it around a little bit. Get it kind of, at least most places. You know, sometimes I like to leave it out of the fridge for like 15 minutes to let it get a little soft. And then I'll just take my hand, which has been washed, and sort of just grease it manually with my digits. Now that we're all greased, making sure our Rice Krispie treat won't stick, we just need to melt the marshmallows with the butter and a large saucepan. We're gonna throw 3 tablespoons of butter into our saucepan, and we're going to turn it, get off of there. We're gonna turn it to 2 or low, however you interpret that. And then when this is just about melted, we're gonna throw in our marshmallows. Our butter is almost melted, so that means we're gonna throw in our marshmallows. Whoa. And then because sugar is the worst, you're going to want to constantly stir these until they are melted together. As soon as everything is melted together, sort of looking gooey, liquidy, we're gonna take it off the heat. Okay, so getting the butter and the marshmallows all incorporated, getting the shapes out of there, I think it took us about 10 minutes or so. But now that we've got it as all one cohesive goop, we're gonna turn off the heat and move it to a separate burner. Now we're going to add the food dye. If you are using food dye, the recipe called for about 8 to 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 drops I'm gonna do because I don't trust it. And then we're just gonna mix it in until it's a healthy green. So we're gonna add about 1/3 of our 6 cups of Rice Krispies at a time. So just kind of eyeball it, technically 2 cups at a time. I'm gonna take 1/3 and then just mix it in until they're all kind of stuck, right? Oh, okay. So our Rice Krispie mix is looking mixed. Now we're gonna transfer it to our greased up pan. Now once you've got your hand cramps figured out, we can start on transferring. So I'm just going to kind of bring my pan over here. Careful if it's hot, it shouldn't be too hot anymore. And then you're kind of just gonna wanna lay it down in there. It's gonna be really sticky, that's unavoidable. You can grease up your spoon a little bit, and that'll help a bit, but kind of just gotta work with what you got here. Okay, we've got it all transferred, and then you're just gonna wanna pat it down as evenly as you can, okay? That's looking pretty even, and now we can cut out our Christmas trees. Okay, we're gonna need some more greasing in butter, and I have this little offset spatula, but you can use a butter knife or whatever you wanna use. So I'm just gonna grease up my fancy butter knife just so that it doesn't get stuck to the Rice Krispies. And then we're gonna cut into this such that we can use the shapes and form with our hands to make a little 3D Christmas tree that we can decorate. I'm gonna just try one incision. You can kind of test out the shapes as you go. I haven't formally tested this yet, but this is like one of those fancy, like New York big Christmas tree looking things. And then if you want, you can grease up your hands a little bit with some butter. That'll make it a little bit less sticky. I know it's a little gross feeling, but it's pretty fun when you get in here. So now, I mean, you could keep it like this and decorate it if you want, but we're going for is something sort of a bit more fun. We're gonna make a 3-dimensional Christmas tree. We're gonna roll it into like a cone that we can decorate. So that's looking a little stout. Oh my goodness, it's already coming together. I love it. Now we've got our Smarties. Again, you can sort of just play around with this until you're happy. It's honestly a ton of fun. Look how cute that is. And I would go darker green next time probably, but this is okay. So I've got some Smarties that I have eaten a little bit of. I got a little hungry, I'm sorry. I'm going to omit the brown ones because I don't think anyone has many brown ornaments. And then you can kind of just gently press them in to your mix. Except for the fruit cornucopias, these might be the ugliest thing we've made on Cooking with Logan. And unlike the fruit cornucopias, they're not healthy at all. But that doesn't stop me from loving these cute, festive, and extremely fun Christmas treats. We've got 2 variations here. We've got the conical, we've got the one that you shape with your own hands. This one my camera person did. This is mine. We've also got the laying down ones. Oh, there goes a Smartie. And these are an equally cute variation that the M&M/Smartie candies have an easier time sticking to. So whichever ones you want to try, go for it. And just have a lot of fun with these. I think my hands are permanently sticky now from doing this recipe. If you do it, please send us a video or a picture of your finished product. I would love to see how yours shape up compared to ours. And thank you for watching. We're gonna eat these and get headaches. Thanks. See you next week, and take care. It's really good.